6:15 p.m. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Dulmin Samrasinghe and read by Geethanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. The President orders to import antiviral medication for COVID, Molnupiravir. State Minister Shashindra Rajapaksa says an incentive will be given to farmers who use organic fertilizer. The Urban Development Authority plans to attract foreign direct investments of over $5 billion. Draft bill to amend Mahapula Higher Education Scholarship Trust Fund Act approved. All schools in the country will be given holidays from the 23rd to 26th of December for Christmas. Foreign news, new COVID variant is considered to be the most significant seen yet. Sports, final stage of the Super League Soccer will commence from Monday. Local news in detail now. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has instructed health officials to take measures to give the third booster dose through mobile services to those above 60 years who have passed 3 months after taking the second dose. It has been decided to give the third dose to persons above 60 years who arrive in clinics as the clinics itself. The President gave these instructions when the Special COVID Eradication Committee met today. The third dose will also be given to persons above 20 years suffering from non-communicable diseases after 1 month of taking the second dose. President Rajapaksa has directed State Minister of Pharmaceuticals Professor Channa Jayasumana to take necessary measures to import the antiviral medication for COVID, Molnupiravir, through the State Pharmaceuticals Corporation. State Minister Shashindra Rajapaksa says the expected harvest in the Maha season can be received as an incentive will be given to farmers who use organic fertilizer. He said in Parliament today that steps have been taken to set up organic fertilizer cooperative societies island-wide. Taking part in the debate, MP Kumara Welgama said the government should be commended for deciding to import chemical fertilizer even after a delay. He pointed out that if it was decided to cultivate 50% of lands using organic fertilizer, it could have been successful. Venerable Athuraliye Ratanathero said farmers should be given fertilizer through cooperative societies. State Minister T.D. Herath said the annual requirement of 750 million litres of liquid milk will be met in 2025. MP Ranjith Madduma Bandara said farmers are facing severe difficulties due to the change of policy often related to fertilizer. The Urban Development Authority has made plans to attract foreign direct investments worth $5.25 billion from 2021 to 2022 on the instructions of Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. The plans have been prepared in connection with 45 projects. $4.2 million will be invested in the mixed development project in the Colombo district. Urban Development Authority will invest $346 million to develop residential towers project. Ministerial Consultative Committee on Trade Affairs has approved the draft bill to amend the Mahapula Higher Education Scholarship Trust Fund Act, and under that, 3 clauses will be amended. The committee has approved to change the name as Lalit Athulat Mudali Scholarship Fund, appointment of a retired Supreme Court Justice named by the President as chairman, and taking action under the Public Property Act in connection with the institution. Minister of Education Dinesh Gunawardena said, according to the report of the Cabinet Subcommittee on Teacher and Principal Salary Anomalies, an additional 31 million rupees has been included in this year's budget. He stated this addressing the Consultative Ministerial Committee on Education, which met in Parliament on Wednesday. The minister said Z-score of the A-level results has been released and obstacles to the release of the GCE O-level results while the teacher-principal salary anomaly crisis persisted have been resolved. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. It has been reported that there are another 13 ferries in the Eastern Province which are not suitable for service. Secretary to the Provincial Road Development Authority, IKV Muthubanda, said those ferries were found from Trincomalee and Batticaloa districts. A team of Navy engineers is checking the condition of the ferries today and tomorrow. A report about the ferries is scheduled to be given to Eastern Province Governor within the next few days. Water Supply and Drainage Board says water supply to several areas in the Kandy Municipal Council will be interrupted for 24 hours from midnight today for an urgent maintenance work. Accordingly, water supply will be interrupted to Mikanuwa, Pattiyakale, Dambawala, Ampitiya, Talatuya, Katavala, Talwatta, Pentaliya Watta, Ampitiya Avenue, Gurudeniya and Thekkawatta areas during that time. Further information can be obtained by calling over the hotline 1939. The Ministry of Education says all schools in the country will be given holidays from 23rd to the 26th of December for Christmas. This is also valid for all Catholic schools in the country. Schools will reopen on the 27th of December following Christmas holidays. And that ends local news for now.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
The Ministry of Health says 406 more COVID-19 patients were discharged from medical care today. This brings the number of recoveries reported in the country to 526,806. Sri Lanka has recorded 560,345 cases of COVID so far. 17,307 patients are receiving treatment at present. The death toll from the coronavirus outbreak in the country stands at 14,232. And that was our main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Watch Life is brought to you by
Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission.
The Ministry of Health today said Singapore is launching vaccinated travel lanes with Thailand from December 14th and with Cambodia, Fiji, Maldives, Sri Lanka and Turkey from December 16th. Applications for short-term visitors and long-term pass holders will commence on December 7th for travellers from Thailand and December 9th for other countries for which the vaccinated travel lanes starts from December 16th. And that was Watchlight.
Be aware before you follow any vocational course. When you select a training institute, check and verify its registration and course accreditation by Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission (TVEC) without wasting your valuable time and money. Visit and meet skills development officers or career guidance practitioners. Visit www.tvec.gov.lk for more information. Message from Tertiary and Vocational Education Commission.
Coming up, World News.
The headlines. The new COVID variant is considered to be the most significant seen yet. Clashes as protesters demand end to violence against women. Protesters hit Amazon buildings on Black Friday. World news in detail now. The UK has imposed travel restrictions on 6 African countries over a new, highly mutated COVID variant that vaccines may be less effective against. A top health official has called it the most significant variant to date, but no cases have yet been confirmed in the UK. Countries including Germany, Italy, Israel and Singapore have also restricted travel. The World Health Organization will hold a special meeting later to discuss the variant. Riot police in Turkey and Mexico have fired tear gas and smoke bombs at protesters calling for an end to violence against women. In the Mexican city of Guaymas, 3 people were shot dead in an apparent attack on the city's female mayor. And in the Turkish city of Istanbul, clashes broke out with security forces. There were also large rallies in Barcelona, Paris and London to mark the International Day for the Elimination of Gender-Based Attacks. Protests are being staged at Amazon buildings in the UK, US and Europe on Black Friday. The shopping sales day is among Amazon's busiest all year. An international coalition of unions, equality and environmental groups called Make Amazon Pay is staging a day of action demanding concessions. Meanwhile, the Extinction Rebellion environmental group has targeted Amazon depots in the UK, blocking entrances and access roads. Back to the headlines of the world news. The new COVID variant is considered to be the most significant seen yet. Clashes as protesters demand end to violence against women. Protesters hit Amazon buildings on Black Friday. And that ends World News.
Development News is brought to you by Let's take all out of the coconut tree and make the island thriving and prosperous. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
Ceylon Petroleum Storage Terminals Limited today introduced drone technology to the petroleum industry for the first time in Sri Lanka. While introducing the new system, CPSTL Chairman and Managing Director M. Uwais Mohammed said this technology has been designed in line with the company's efforts to modernize its operations as well as the massive infrastructure development projects it is engaged in. And that was Development News.
Development News was brought to you by the coconut tree is well grown in almost all the parts of the island. It is an exceptional source of extra income. The shell, the husk and almost all the parts of the coconut tree makes you money, providing you with an excellent extra source of income. It will also help to nourish the economy of the country. You will be guided with all necessary informations regarding the coconut cultivation, with the novel cultivation techniques and all other related and upgraded informations by the Coconut Research Institute, Lunavilla. Call our hotline 1928. WhatsApp 070 400 1928.
Moving on with sports news.
Football news. The final stage of the inaugural Super League semi-professional football tournament will commence on Monday, tentatively scheduled to kick off in Colombo and Kurunegala respectively. After 2 stages of play, the elite tournament of the football Sri Lanka is to resume from next week and is scheduled to run till the first week of January with the participation of 10 teams. The Seahawks are heading the fray as the only unbeaten team, winning all 3 matches with 9 points. Belgium hammered Armenia 19-0 on a night that featured goals flying in across Women's World Cup qualifying. Captain Tessa Valaut, who spent 2 seasons at Manchester City, scored 5 for the hosts, who are third in Group F after 4 games. Defender Amber Chisiak and midfielder Tyne D. Caney both netted hat-tricks, with Janice Kamen, Hannah Erlings and Jana Tullians scoring twice in Leuven. Cricket news, Australia has made 28-year-old fast bowler Pat Cummins the Test captain for the Ashes with former skipper Steve Smith as his deputy. Tim Payne, 36, stepped down as captain on Friday over a historical investigation into sexually explicit text to a female colleague. Smith was sacked as captain in 2018 for his part in illegal ball tampering. And that was sports news.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners. From October 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2022. Remit a minimum of $100 or an equivalent amount in any foreign currency through NSB U-Trust for 6 months consecutively. Send more money and increase the chances of winning.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Sri Lanka at 100, a private sector-led business development platform supported by the United States Agency for International Development, has announced its third round of applications. It is for mid-market companies looking for business advisory services to accelerate revenue growth, optimize internal operations, access new markets, and attract smart capital. Mid-market firms registered as companies in Sri Lanka with annual revenue of 50 million rupees and above are eligible for selection. And that was Business News.
Business News, sponsored by National Savings Bank, the safest place for your money.
Cash through NSB globally and win wonderful gifts locally. Will you be the lucky winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee? 50 gold sovereigns for the top prize winner of the NSB Golden Jubilee. Scooters for the 10 second prize winners. iPhones for the 10 third prize winners. Mountain bikes for the 29 fourth prize winners.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibility. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
The Governor of the Central Bank, Ajit Nivard Kapral, said that with all the economic difficulties the country is facing, they will achieve an economic growth of 5% despite having a minus 3.5% growth in 2019. The Governor said that in the last 18 months, Sri Lanka faced the biggest challenges in its history with mounting debt, high global commodity prices, lockdowns, and nursing a pandemic and even providing the third booster dose to the population. But he said an economic growth of 5% is on the cards. He was addressing the Urban Development Authority Investment Forum 2021, which was held yesterday at the Waters Edge Bathramulla to promote investments in the country. And that was economic news.
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act No. 42 of 2011.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, brings Nanasa app, a trilingual educational mobile app for online learning. With video-based lessons from grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with the Nanasa app. No subscription fees. Download via Google Play Store, App Store, Huawei Store or Windows. Dialogue, the future today.
Met Department says a low-pressure area prevailed over the southwest Bay of Bengal to the east of Sri Lanka has weakened into a low-level atmospheric disturbance and still persists near the island. Atmospheric conditions are favourable for the formation of afternoon thundershowers over most parts of the island during the next few days. Showers or thundershowers will occur over most parts of the island. Heavy showers above 100 millimetres can be expected at some places. Showers or thundershowers may occur in the northern and north-central provinces and in the Trincomalee, Galle and Mathura districts. And that was the weather report.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, brings Nanasa app, a trilingual educational mobile app for online learning. With video-based lessons from grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with the Nanasa app. No subscription fees. Download via Google Play Store, App Store, Huawei Store or Windows. Dialogue, the future today.
To end this news broadcast, back to the headlines. The President orders to import antiviral medication for COVID, Molnupiravir. State Minister Shashindra Rajapaksa says an incentive will be given to farmers who use organic fertilizer. The Urban Development Authority plans to attract foreign direct investments of over $5 billion. The draft bill to amend Mahapula Higher Education Scholarship Trust Fund Act approved. All schools in the country will be given holidays from the 23rd to the 26th of December for Christmas. Foreign news, new COVID variant is considered to be the most significant seen yet. Sports news, final stage of the Super League soccer tournament will commence from Monday. And with that, we end this news broadcast.